What is this pollution from power plants that we have heard so much about?
Roughly 1.2 million people died in India in 2017 due to bad air quality. Coal-fired power plants are one of the main contributing factors to air pollution. Particle matter and heavy metals lead to smog and acid rain. The reason why coal-fired power plants are so popular is because they are the cheapest source of energy. We interviewed Ronald Cohen, a science professor at UC Berkeley. Ronald said that the countries where air pollution is the worst are India and China. Professor Cohen says that the U.S. has great environmental air pollution quality compared to many countries that don't have regulations and bad governments. 8 million people die from air pollution every year, and Ronald says he has hopes for that in the future many of these countries will adopt policies like in the U.S. The Clean Air Act has been true to its word according to the EPA. It has lowered emissions on the 6 most dangerous pollutants in the world by up to 70%. Cohen says we need to do our part in helping the environment. We need to reduce our electricity and limit the amount of wood and plastic we burn, which is among the largest source of particle pollution in the country. Converting to natural gas stoves would give off far less emissions than a
Division B of the Clean Air Act recognizes California's authority to issue air pollution standards for new motor vehicles that go above and beyond federal standards. The EPA has historically recognized California's authority to issue new motor vehicle pollution standards that go above and beyond federal standards.
However, President Trump has questioned the reality of climate change and clearly believes EPA regulations are hurting U.S. business.
What an impact that would make.
I'm not denying climate change, but it could very well go back. You know, we're talking about over millions of years. They say that we had hurricanes that were far worse than what we just had with Michael.
For the past 2 years, Prakash Javadekar has been India's environmental, forest, and climate change minister. But he is skeptical about air pollution, despite living in a country where the air pollution is now considered worse than China's. Despite many reports linking air pollution to deterioration of the cardiovascular system and the brain, Professor Robert Fallon believes the air is too clean for children.
From France 24's Environment Desk is Valerie de Kemp. Hello, Valerie. So first of all, tell us a bit more then about these shocking findings.
Right. So we've known for a while that air pollution kills, obviously, but we're now beginning to understand how, the link between air pollution and heart attacks, lung disease, and other illnesses is only the tip of the iceberg. So scientists are now uncovering new evidence of the scale of the crisis and how it affects children in particular. So this report provides consistent evidence of a correlation between air pollution, ear infections, obesity, insulin resistance in children, asthma, or even cancer.
Air pollution affects kids even worse than adults. More than 1/4 of child deaths under the age of 5 are directly or indirectly caused by environmental risks. In 2016, household pollution killed 543,000 kids under the age of 5. Globally, 93% of kids live in environments with air pollution levels over the WHO guidelines. Another key contributor to air pollution are big trucks. A 2-year study done by engineer students done on North America's busiest stretch of highway showed that emissions have more of a correlation with big trucks than cars. The researchers also found that on Highway 401 on the weekends there was a significant drop in emissions when personal vehicle use is high, but the volume of large truck traffic is low.